Edgar Ostja says, has YouTube changed your lives in any way you wouldn't expect?
We wouldn't have these sofas.
Also, what is your favourite and least favourite aspect of doing YouTube?
Having to waste my time every week sitting on this chair.
Best aspect, when we record, Alex normally buys dinner. Worst aspect, sometimes when we record, Alex doesn't buy dinner.
We've got to buy it
I
ourselves.
don't know if we mentioned it before, but there was like a good, must have been
Fucking
8
hell.
months
If not longer.
or longer.
of Domino's every single...
But every week,
Once a week.
I would just buy Domino's.
Back then, the feed 4 for however much was way cheaper. It was like
I think it
feed
was
4
19
for
quid.
£4 each or something.
Yeah,
Fucking mad.
inflation,
No,
bro.
but we wouldn't just buy that though, because there was times when we'd buy every dessert on the menu, or we'd just buy
There was
loads.
that was an embarrassing time.
Yeah, because they
and they
didn't
forgot like
deliver.
half of the desserts.
And then I had to call to get the other two, and then the other two were really bad. The tiramisu
Mhm.
and whatever the other one was.
I don't remember getting fat though then.
No.
I guess I was
No, I was
swimming, like,
actually really healthy
4
then.
times a week, yeah. So I guess it was alright in the end. Just a massive
No,
waste of money.
but that time just like it makes me unhappy because we were in a tiny flat, and it was just like,
Oh, I love the flat.
and it just felt really cold as well.
Cold?
Yeah, it was like the winter, and it's just like, oh god, it's cold. I can't do this. I'm really not looking forward to winter.
Should we give genuine answers though?
Yeah.
YouTube has changed.
Has.
I mean, we wouldn't be here right now. James
Mm.
would be just fuck knows.
Be a ghost probably sucking
Yeah,
off.
he'd be a ghost
Bit of Dan
sucking people
Aykroyd.
off. We got some pretty sweet sofas from YouTube.
We got a pretty sweet, yeah.
I'd say the biggest thing it's done is it's like kept us four together.
Mm-hmm.
No, but do you actually
Well, I mean-
do you honestly think we would have like stopped if we didn't?
I think we wouldn't have an excuse to regularly
Yeah.
meet up. I mean, this is like a natural evolution from what the dog walks used to be.
Yeah.
no, yeah,
true.
definitely, it is a good thing. But even then, like, we still see each other outside of the weekly shit. Like, we're going for a
No,
meal
but
tonight, like-
it always lapses though. Having a thing every week.
It's like it just makes sure that we don't
Mm-hmm.
spread apart. I mean,
Yeah.
I doubt we would have ever
Yeah.
spread apart, like, no matter what.
No,
but-
if all of us just spread apart, it would have been me. Like, I think you two and Ruben would have stayed, but me, I would have just like drifted into.
well, there was a time before we properly started recording Jar when we would barely ever see you. When you had that like
Yeah.
apprenticeship,
yeah,
Yeah, true.
we would
We
like
would only
never
see you on the like Facebook group chat or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. There was that time because I was just like so fucking like whole like with work and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And now it's like every week on the dot, you know, we're together. It's good. It's like it's like, what's the next evolution from this when Jar Media, like,
Dies.
yeah, fucking holidays every week, just like going to fucking Spain, boys.
Once a week.
If one of us wins the lottery.
If you want to pay for it, that's cool.
Well, no, we need to do the holiday stuff.
And the
We
question
haven't
was
done that yet.
changing lives in a way we wouldn't expect. It's probably a good answer though.
Well, I mean,
Your one.
your answer makes me. I mean, it doesn't.
Well, no, well, I think a generic kind of answer would be it's just like giving us more confidence because we're just like doing this in front of like people.
That's true.
It's just like I'm someone who doesn't speak. I'm very shy. I'm quiet, but like I never
am
had
as well.
I never had
Like-
confidence, and you can clearly see that in the first episodes. Like, I was so quiet and I didn't talk, but now it's just like you just do.
That's the weird thing about YouTube. And I think that's why people like it, is how you can make other people feel a part of like small enclosed kind of. I think that's why people like the JARCast or listen to it.
Yeah.
It's just like it feels like you're in the room.
It's
you're
quite
just
a
part of the-
personal
Yeah,
thing.
but there are like thousands of ears and eyes looking on it that we can't
Yeah, you don't
like
feel
envision.
it as much.
It's not like being on a stage and performing.
Fuck that.
I could
Yeah.
not do that at all.
I'd like to do a live podcast.
I'd do a live podcast, but I
Maybe
wouldn't do
who,
like
though?
a live speech.
Just by yourself.
Just by myself. What's up? Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night. Just bring Argy on stage and everyone will just be clapping and cheering.
Yeah, I could do it. I think if you know, if we ever
I could
get
do
that-
it if I fucking chugged 3 bottles of wine.
I
You
could
do that,
it.
I'd be alright. Ruben might need to join you.
I'd be.
Ruben wouldn't need to,
incredibly
but he would.
No, because you want him to, because then he'd legit twerk.
He'd twerk. He'd
So we
actually
need to-
twerk with a
You
live
really think
audience.
he needs to do that to be convinced to...
We know how Ruben is.
We might get kicked out of the venue though if he starts
Yeah,
doing
true.
He'll just walk into some other person's room, just twerking his way in. Just JARCast gets kicked out of insomnia or whatever.
I don't think there's any bad things though that I can think of from YouTube.
that. I have some bad things. Because my
Well,
entire life revolves
Yeah,
around it. Is the
yours is
difference.
difference.
a lot more consistent.
It's like it's my angle and my devil. YouTube. It's like the best thing in the world, but also the worst as well. Where you just can't
Yeah.
stop thinking about it. It's
I-
always looming over you.
Saying that, when you really like something
Hmm.
and you turn it into work,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is
Hmm.
like a
Well, luckily the
killer.
JARCast is so vague.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do that.
I
That's-
just my drawer.
Bro. That's the thing. We only record for 1 hour a week, every week.
And it can be about whatever we want. Like
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be on a subject.
But when I start my YouTube channel,
Whereas, like, on my
that's gonna
channel-
change.
On his channel, he has to be.
If I
very
really
thoughtful
don't
with
feel
the
like
topic.
writing a 5-page review of a fucking shit film
Mm-hmm.
like that,
Gotta do it. Gotta get
No,
on that
that's why
grind.
Jar-
boy.
Char's the fun part of YouTube. It's just us. It's our fun. It's our little world.
it's just real, bro.
Yeah, we're hardcore.
It's like anal.
Shoot me into Chechnya. Chechnya. I don't know.